Let me take you back a couple of years ago, 2015 to be exact. My wife and I had just been married for 2 years already. I had a good paying job as a machine operator. I had a brand new car, a brand new home, brand new clothes. I could eat wherever I wanted to eat. From the outside, everything seemed perfect. But from the inside, I was actually broken. Always tired, exhausted, angry, overwhelmed, stressed out, without energy due to the fact that my job as a machine operator was very physical demanding. And on top of that, it was third shift. Can you believe that? And on the other hand, Daisy felt lonely, frustrated, unwanted, without any purpose or hope. And those times where I actually wanted to invest time into my marriage to make it work, I was usually very, very sleepy. This the way it would always go. I know that I know that you can relate to this. Baby, are you actually paying attention to me? Yes, baby. Yes. I'm okay. I'm just resting my eyes for a little bit. But yes, I'm paying attention to you. It was like that all the times. Can you imagine that? It was so bad that Daisy and I actually talked about divorce and going our separate ways. In order to save my miserable marriage, I knew I had to do something about it fast. But before I tell you exactly what I did to turn my miserable marriage into a happy, exciting, passionate, blessed marriage, I'm gonna tell you the secret to a strong marriage. Are you ready? The secret to a strong marriage, it's actually time. But not just any time. Quality time. But what exactly is quality time? It's a time where you and your spouse come together, communicate, connect, and grow. Reality is, if you don't make the time for your marriage, sooner or later you're gonna wake up next to a complete stranger. I say this because I myself went through that in the beginning of my marriage. I remember that day like if it was yesterday. My wife came up to me, looked at me, and told me, I feel like I'm just living with a complete stranger. I don't feel anything. Our marriage is just a non-stop routine. That really broke my heart. And that's what happens with many marriages. Just the years of neglect on each other's part, it slowly starts to ruin the marriage and starts fading the marriage into nothing. Just a non-stop routine with a complete stranger. So now that we know that quality time is the secret to a strong marriage, what exactly can we do to not only prevent our marriage into fading away, but to actually take advantage of the time in order to turn our marriage into a blessed marriage? Let's get right into it. Number one, I'm a big believer on the weekly date, where you take a day out of the week, any day, doesn't matter, and you go on a meaningful date with your spouse. I know this isn't always easy, and it seems like we're too busy, but let's be honest. There's no such thing as I'm too busy. Reality is, it might not be a priority in your life, because anything that's a priority will be given the proper time. And if you ask me, marriage should definitely be a priority. Let's move on to number two. When you're on your date with your spouse, please don't make this mistake. I see many couples going on dates, but in reality, it was just a time to get distracted. They just eat and talk about random, unnecessary things. Yes, of course, we're gonna have those type of dates where we just talk and chill out for a minute. But that's the difference between time and quality time. And in those quality dates, we should be talking things, for example, what can I do to become a better husband? What can you do to become a better wife? How can I show you that I love you more? What can you do? What are the things that we need to bring into our relationship in order for it to grow? What are the things that we need to let go? That's the difference between time and quality time. When you're in a quality date, you focus on you and your spouse only. Those are the things that we should be talking about, not random unnecessary things. Please don't make that mistake. Number three, back to my personal story. In order to save my miserable marriage, I knew that I had to do something fast. One day I sat down with my wife and I told her, hey, look, if we really want to save our marriage, then we're going to have to eliminate any activity that's not going to help our marriage grow. That included playing sports, that included watching too much TV, that included playing too much video games, that included spending less time with people and more time with us. And also, guess what? It also included my job as a machine operator. I told her, hey, I'd rather get paid less. I'd rather work less as long as it gives me the energy that I need in order to invest into our marriage so we can make it grow. And that's what I did. I eliminated everything that had to do with not helping our marriage grow. I'm not telling you to quit your job, but what I am telling you is that you gotta stop doing unnecessary activities in order for you to take that time and invest it into your marriage. Take that energy and invest it into your marriage. So sit down with your spouse and look at all the unnecessary activities that you're doing. Maybe you don't gotta eliminate it completely, but you gotta minimize the time that you're spending on that activity so you can take all that time and that energy and invest it into that marriage. Once you do this, I guarantee you your marriage is gonna grow tremendously the way that our marriage grew. So there it is. In order to prevent your marriage from fading away and actually take advantage of quality time, number one, commit to weekly dates. Number two, when you're on your dates, talk about meaningful things that will help your marriage grow. And last but not least, if you really want to take advantage of time, eliminate all the unnecessary activities and start investing that energy and time into your marriage. And watch, sooner or later you're going to reach a happy, exciting, passionate, blessed marriage. I promise you that.